We would have batted. Wicket looks a bit tacky, but I don't think it'll change because I don't think there's enough sun to actually dry it out.
Okay, you talk about lack of one-day cricket.
Cheers, thanks, Al.
Rightio, so there we have it from the middle. Mushrafi Murtaza, the home captain, has won the toss and elected to bowl first.
Hello, check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Hello, check 1 2 1 2. Clear arga.
Well, it's the Rocket ODI series. This is the opening game, and it's between the host Bangladesh and Zimbabwe. I have the two captains out here alongside me, Mushrafi Mortaza, Graham Creamer from Zimbabwe, and the match referee David Boone. Mushrafi, you have the coin. Tails is the call. It is a head. That means, Mushrafi, you've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We like to ball first.
Any particular reason for that?
You know, a lot of dew coming. I have seen last.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Checking voice from studio. Level is going to be about now here. Welcome to the Rocket ODI Tri-Series here in Dhaka. Rocket ODI Tri-Series, that's the level. Yeah. 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 Okay. All right. All right.
আমরা কি ডিসকাস করছি ভাই
Yes, yes.
Obviously, pitch and toss is there. And otherwise, coming back to Bangladesh after 15-month ODI cricket. So it'll be good for them to get into it.
yeah because the track record at home has been pretty decent.
Yeah, and for Zimbabwe, lots to play for, building up to their World Cup qualifiers.
When did they win against Sri Lanka? 3-2.
Yeah, not too long ago, but they're still fresh in their minds because they asked about it at the toss.
What did he say?
He said, yeah, we don't want to harp too much on that, but yeah, it's obviously good to have confidence from that.
Green shoes
Yes.
with the green tie with the green shirt. क्या यार तो green चश्मा किधर है तेरा?
In the bag.
अच्छा, I still can't believe it's 8.5 kg.
You'll see it.
Why is that?
You can't even pick it up.
Sorry? I can't hear you. Check 1 2 1 2. You're breaking. He's breaking up anyway. So 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Thanks. Yes, I can.
This is our near end. Rocket in.
আমরা দুইজন এইভাবে আসি ক্যামেরা এখানে
ODI one-day series featuring host nation Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, and the third team will be Sri Lanka. Today it's the hosts taking on Zimbabwe on a wintry afternoon here in Dhaka. And more importantly, it's welcome back to ODI cricket to Bangladesh after 15 long months. Yes, the whole of 2017 did not see any 50-over cricket right here at home. We've had lots and lots of T20 cricket, including the BPL very recently. It's a Happy New Year to viewers around the world, and a Happy New Year to my guest in the studio, Athar Ali Khan.
Happy New Year, Gautam. Good to see you here, and it's such a lovely morning here. It's cooler, and hopefully the new season for Bangladesh will be as bright as the tournament we're expecting.
Yes, you've got the bright sweater on. It's kind of unusual. We know winter does set in, but slightly cooler conditions here?
It is because of the fact that the last week or so, the cold wave has come in and it's been cold. But as the day progresses, if the sun can break through, then it'll be much better conditions, a little bit more warmer also.
Yes, we have seen a bit of the sun coming in, and that's been unusual. Yesterday we flew in very, very foggy conditions indeed, but it's going to be a packed schedule. As I said, cricket coming back after a while, and we're going to have three teams, Bangladesh, Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka in action in a couple of days' time against Zimbabwe, and the final takes place on the 27th of January between the top two teams here in Bangladesh. But it's looking forward to be a really, really good one-day series. Three competitive teams. Bangladesh, of course, have the edge over Zimbabwe. The last 8 ODIs the two teams have played have been won by Bangladesh, and that's the kind of confidence they'll want to take in. They've played lots of T20 cricket. They'll want to make the transition quickly.
Absolutely, and I think Gautam, one also must not forget the fact that Bangladesh did very well in the ODI series, the Champions Trophy, ICC Champions Trophy in England, when they went on to play the semi-finals. So they want to carry on and keep the momentum forward and ensure that the expectations will be very high, and hopefully they can carry out with the momentum that they set up early on. You mentioned about not a lot of cricket in 2016 in ODIs, but they have an opportunity, and I hope it's a new beginning and a very good one for Bangladesh.
But what about the surface? Athar's been busy this morning. The players were really not sure what to make of this surface, so we sent him out there a little while earlier to give his thoughts on the 22 yards.
Yeah, it's a lovely, cool morning at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur, Dhaka, the first of the Tri-Series matches. Cool conditions I mentioned earlier, very cool, especially if you're a bowler, because it's been hot and humid earlier on. But for some reason, last couple of weeks, maybe a weekend or two, it's been cold and it's been good. And it does suggest that it might just help the seamers early on. It is a 12 o'clock start, but if you have the white ball in your hand, you might be expecting that it'll do a bit in favor of the bowler. Let's have a look at the pitch. It looks the same pitch that we see during the BPL. It was rolled in nicely, not a lot of grass, but as I feel it is a little bit cooler, damper conditions, maybe just perhaps the first 30 minutes or 40 minutes, the ball will do a bit, but once you settle yourself in as a batsman, you will enjoy batting in these conditions. The average score in the last couple of years, batting first, 264, and I'm expecting the batsman to enjoy batting here, especially if you survive the early spell from the seamers. I do hope that the batsmen will take their time and stay and restrict themselves from playing big shots early on, because if you get set in, you will score quite a lot of runs here on this pitch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one, that surface, because it's the first match of a new year. As I said, it's the first match here, the first ODI in 15 months to be played here in Bangladesh. So the players out there, a few minutes before that pitch report, were really not sure what to expect with that, and I think the consensus was it's a good toss to lose.
Yeah, and also don't forget about the weather, because we really don't get these kind of conditions here. The president of Bangladesh Cricket Board, Nazmul Hassan, meeting the players, and is actively involved in every game that we've seen out here in Bangladesh.
Yes, we can see some of the stalwarts there. Hamilton Masakatsa just meeting the president. There's a new cap there for Blessing Muzarabani. He's supposed to be really one of the great talents, bowls at 140 plus, and he might enjoy bowling in these conditions. Graham Creamer just introducing the president to all his squad. They're now, of course, dressed in red, but if you have a look at their practice outfit, it's the brightest green you've ever seen. The sun hadn't come out then, and you needed sunglasses to see their practice outfit. Match officials, there's David Boone, the match referee, and now Mashrafi Mortaza will Well, not walk with the precedent. I think he knows all these players really well. He's a fan of Bangladesh cricket as much as of the game itself.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge for Bangladesh to set the things right from the word go, because there's so much expectation. They're ICC ranking, they're number 7. If this tournament goes really well, they might be able to climb up, but it's important that they get a good start in. That's what everybody would be looking forward to.
Yes, certainly when it comes to ICC rankings, it's the team, the opposition team, the visiting team, Zimbabwe, who will be focusing on this ODI very, very sternly, because in a couple of months' time, they'll be playing the World Cup qualifiers for the Biggie in 2019. For the moment, they'll be focusing on the 50-over contest today. As I said,